Yo, my name is CZRBEATS. You're now locked into my Patchworks episode with No Formula TV. I'm a drill producer. I've been making beats for the past 5 years. I also make other genres such as drill, trap, afro and rap. I've worked with the likes of Heady One, Dig That, Pot Smoke, Tion Wanye and Loski, but I'm trying to work with other genres as well in the near future. Artist I'd love to make a beat with, the first artist I'm gonna go with is Gunna because I listen to his music a lot. I like the way he flows on beats. I like the way his beats, like, they're very like atmospheric. Like, I like the production value and the way he rides on the beats as well. The second artist I'd like to work with is Pot Smoke, RIP. Obviously, because I'm a drill producer, I've also worked with him as well on one of his songs on the Meet the We 2 album. I'd love to work with him as well if he was still alive. Obviously RIP again. The third artist I'd love to work with is Wizkid. When it comes to Afro beats, he's probably the artist I listen to the most in that genre. I like his production. His Made in Lagos album, I love the production value on it. And the last artist I'd work with is probably Drake. Drake only because I've been listening to him since I was in primary school. I can't even like Drake. He hasn't missed for like 10 years. He's very versatile as well. So yeah, I reckon if I'd work with him one day, we could just literally make anything. So the artist I'm gonna pick out of the four is gonna be Pot Smoke. Alright, the genre I'd like to make the beat in will be a drill beat, because I feel like obviously Pot Smoke, he normally uses drill beats. They're quite bass heavy, percussion heavy, and it would make sense for him to jump on a drill beat. So the genre that I've chosen will be a trap beat. So when I make the beat, since it's gonna be a trap beat, I'm gonna try like put both elements of drill and trap in the beat, so it makes sense for a Pot Smoke like type beat, if that makes sense. Be making a like Pot Smoke kind of trap style kind of beat. It's gonna have like some drill elements, some trap elements as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna like try flip between the two. So right now, I'm literally going through the bass line and the kick drum element of the beat. So I've got the loop here that's like a style, like it's kind of like a Pot Smoke, but I feel like I can make it into a trap kind of beat as well. But what I'm trying to do is like get the bass line started off first with like the 808s and the 808 slides that I've got here. And yeah, literally from there, then I'm gonna try like put the elements of the other drum patterns as well. But I might change the key of it at one point, but I'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm gonna add like a clap, and then I'll put the clap on like every second and fourth. Actually, I'll keep the clap on the second and the seventh beat, because obviously that's how most of the drill beats go when it comes to the snares and the claps. But in terms of the hi-hats, I'm gonna do like a 2-step bounce. I'm gonna change the tempo. I'm gonna make it a bit faster. I'm gonna change it to 144 instead of 142. So yeah, for the hi-hats, instead of doing like a normal drill like hi-hat pattern like this, I'm gonna do like a 2-step bounce, something like this, like throughout the whole beat. So yeah, I've done like the main bounce of the beat, so I'm gonna start adding like some other elements like to add on top, like some extra percussion to give it more bounce. Yeah, so I'm done with the main elements of the beat now, so I'm gonna start like arranging it, and then as I go along I might add another element to the beat if I have enough time to. Then yeah, I'm gonna do that, innit? But if I like the way it is, then I might just leave it how it is for now. I'm gonna add like some vocal elements to it as well, so I'm just gonna play around with like the vocal chops, see if they fit in with the beat. If not, then I'm gonna leave it out. But I just have like an idea for like a couple vocal chops that I feel like the beat needs. You done now? Still, I got the intro hook and verse done basically. Yeah. When I'm making music, the way I try to keep consistent with making music is like every time I make a new beat, I try to like broaden my horizon. So that can be in terms of like the style I make my beats, the genre, the different sounds that I use. Like every time I try to make a new beat, I try to like think outside the box, and that helps me kind of keep consistent. Because every time I make a new project to work on a new beat, it's like I'm always like making a new thing. I'm always elevating my sound, and there are times as well where I'm not as consistent as well. I usually get beat blocks here and there. Whenever I do get a beat block, I do try to make another beat. So like let's say I'm making drill like all the time, I try to make a bit of trap there. If I get bored of trap, I make a bit of like rap beats, I make afro, like, so I try to like switch between genres to keep me consistent. Is it necessary to build a presence? Yeah, I'd agree, because like when it comes to social media, it's very important in this day and age to have like a good social media presence, because as a producer as well, you're not really in the spotlight like that. It's usually the artist that's in the spotlight. So when like people want to know like who's behind the beat or who's behind the works, like you need to have like a good social media presence and like make your name known so people know who you are. Like even when they hear your tag, even like when they hear your beat, they'll just know like who made it. When you have a good social media presence, when you post yourself online, when you post yourself working in the studio, it gets you more like exposure. Like people know your name quickly as well. Gives you a good staple in the industry as well. This advice I'd give to producers, just keep making beats every day. Literally just keep making beats, like just broaden your catalogue, because when it comes to like sending out beat packs, working with artists in the studio, you'd want to have like your catalogue there in it, because whenever they want to hear beats, you want to have like a good surplus of beats to make. You never want to be running out of beats, trust me. And another advice I'd give to producers is make sure that when it comes to the back end of things and like the business side of making beats and making money from music, make sure that everything is like in check and make sure that it's managed properly. Later down the line, when you're making beats and then you start getting placements from people, you want to make sure that you're getting the right amount of money, you're getting the right amount of percentages and cuts from people. And that's one mistake I made when I first started making music, because I didn't understand anything to do with like royalties, publishing, etc. So make sure when you're doing this, like at some point, make sure you get these things set up, because when you don't, in the long term, like you'll be making all this money but it won't be coming to you. So make sure that all of that is set up. Also make sure that if you want to, you don't necessarily need one, but make sure you have like a good manager to like help you get through like certain doors, and the manager should be there to help you get your beats out to people, to make sure the business side is handled when you don't need to, and literally all you need to do is just be making beats. Yo, it's been your guy CZRBEATS. Thank you for No Formula TV for having me on the platform today. It's been good, man. It's been good to show some insight on how I make my beats, the production of how I do it, and giving you lots of advice along the way.